So, y'all, Micah McDuff is coming, y'all. And I know I told you about this yesterday, but I'm going to tell you again. So, we have something called the Law Sister Circle, which is a safe space for minority women interested in law. Sorry, men, I will create a space for you as well. But I know that as a woman in law, I needed other women in law to help guide me, to help teach me and nurture me. And literally, that's how I got through law school. There were definitely some good men along the way, but I needed somebody that could help me as a woman at the things I struggled with, because a lot of times we don't talk about the stuff that we struggle with. One thing I struggled with as a woman in law is being basically taken not seriously because I was pretty or attractive, and a lot of men were a lot more forthcoming and very overwhelming to be around in this profession because they were more flirtatious than they were helpful. And I know that that is something that women need that safe space for. I also learned that a lot of women feel like they have to have their armor on all the time when it comes to being in this field because they're always having to have people look at their value. But one person I saw the value in because she stepped up to come and be at this event with me today is Micah McDuff. And Micah doesn't even know I'm doing this video because I really want her to be like full of no nerves, no nothing, because Micah has struggled with, one big test in particular in the LSAT. And you know, and I know that the LSAT is not an easy test. And I struggled with I actually had a low LSAT score, and I wasn't even going to apply to law school to retake it again. And somebody said something to me that really like opened the door for me to like be okay with taking it again. And I want to give you guys permission right now to say the same thing to yourself. They said you must really just like paying them money, and I was like, wait. No, I don't. I don't. And so I had another person say the other thing I needed, which was just apply and let the chips fall where they may. And while we're still not in communication anymore because that person is no longer, my mentor, it didn't always last. That season that they were there was useful. And the usefulness of it was that we need it. We need to fail so that we can learn how our testimony can be something that can be useful. And because I failed, almost failed my LSAT, almost failed law school, and failed the bar exam, I have a more relatable testimony to people that are literally looking for inspiration when they hit walls. Because, again, as y'all heard yesterday by our wonderful keynote, nobody's inspired by your perfection story. I tell all the vulnerable things about me, everything that's really hard. So I am literally pushing Micah out of her comfort zone, and she's going to talk about all the things, the hard things about this pre-law journey and then what Trademark means to her. So I cannot wait for you guys to see her up here on the stage, and I hope that she likes the surprise because we here at the Last Brand and Dear Future Lawyer, which is my book, is literally trying to make sure we have free resources for minority women in law. So if you want to be a part of this safe space, just ask me how after, or go to bit.ly/, all capital letters now, LSC free. And you can be part of our group anytime you want. Man, I will kick you out. I'm just letting you know. But you can always access the resources. There's a whole 20 plus outline bank in there. There are videos about bar prep and bar words and bar passwords and things that you might need when you take the bar, and just overcoming fear. And all the videos that we've done thus far, all captured in one area, and it's all free. So love you guys. Talk to you soon. Micah, let's do it a do, girl.
Alrighty. Hey y'all. So Micah and I are coordinating from outside the church, and y'all might hear a little bit of feedback, but just bear with us. Know that all things through Christ strengthens all of us, and that's how we ended up here because we got a separate software. We were able to stream it straight into it. Can you post that group? Yes, I can. So bit.ly/LSC free. You can literally join. The group me link will be at that link. Man, you can also join that Podia link. Just don't join the group me or I will kick you out. Other than that, Micah, girl. So you did a lot of stuff to get here today. We literally, I'm on a headset talking to you on the phone while you talking to me on the phone. While we got your video and audio streaming through here. It's all freaking working out. God said, "Look, Nina, I just need you to put Michael on there. I know it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you today, but make it work." And God said, "We got you." And I got a team that really, really makes it work. So, Micah, it's time for you to tell them a little bit about you and tell them a little bit about your story, okay? And there is no need to be frustrated or any of that stuff. These lawyers here want to hear your story because a lot of them can relate. So talk unfiltered right here.
Okay, so everybody bear with me. I am outside of my church because every Saturday morning I garden with the older women at my church from 8 to like 11 or 12. So just bear with me. And my skin look a little crusty because I'm going through a chemical peel and I'm not supposed to be outside, but this is my calling to help garden. So I could not come because of my skin. So, and I also didn't want to miss this, so I'm trying to do a lot. So, like they said before, my name is Micah McDuff, and I graduated from Fisk University in May of 2019. And in May of 2019, I moved to Houston, Texas, because I knew that some way, somehow, that I was going to go to Texas Southern University. And I'm going to go to law school. And right now, I'm currently in the master's program at Texas Southern, and I'll be done in a few months. So right now, I yesterday, so I'm the God my that's one that I have hopefully my
Hold up,
first.
Micah. Do that last part again because the June LSAT, your video and audio started breaking up. So
Okay.
give us a second.
So the I'll June LSAT in a few months, well, in like 2 months, and I hopefully after that I'll be able to apply and just go to law school. This is gonna be my third time taking the LSAT, but third time's a charm. So I'm not gonna cry no more. I'm just gonna keep pushing forward.
Oof. Yes. So you got to take the LSAT again, and that's real hard for you. Like, talk about
Yes, it
that.
is.
Talk about that emotion, because I know it's several attorneys in here who can relate to that. Because I know that LSAT, and you got Tamara, who's in law school right now, who's a law student, said you keep pushing, and Brianna, who's working for my favorite person, Amina Jones, said, "Nice, you got it." So I just want to make sure you knew because you know you can't see the chat right now, but you got people already cheering you on. So finish. What was this feeling? Talk about this feeling of not passing the LSAT and what that's been doing for your psyche, and
Okay.
how you need support because we don't talk about this enough. And I want you to take the armor off, put the armor down, and do what we do in our safe space group and talk about the thing that you are having trouble with and what you've had to say to yourself.
So honestly, full transparency, like it's tough. Like I cry all the time because honestly, I feel like I graduated so long ago and I took the LSAT like the first time. So the first time I didn't do really good. I got like in my 130s, but I was able to boost it up to like 6 more points. So then I got like in my 140s. But then it's like I look at so many different people say like they got 160s and 150s, and so I just assume like that's what I have to get. So I've been scared to apply, and it's just a lot. Like I literally cry a lot before I cried like a whole lot after I got my second results back because I just thought I studied hard enough. I thought I prayed hard enough. I just thought I did so many things different from the first time, and I didn't. Like I may have, but I didn't get the result I wanted. So I just assumed that it wasn't my time. Like, so I was able to go to the master's program, which I feel like has helped me in my study habits because I feel like I've gotten a lot better with just being in tune to like really wanting to do this. Like, the LSAT is like, it was a test created by the devil. Like, that's all I could think of because it's just not right. Like, I feel like I'm smarter than the LSAT. And I feel like when I take the LSAT, I don't show that I'm smarter than the LSAT. And it's like, granted that application process is based off so many other things, like I feel like no matter what, no matter how you shape it, that the LSAT holds a lot of weight. And this time I just really think that I'm gonna do good. I just really hope that I just can do what I need to do, and I'm just take May and just dedicate it to the LSAT. Like, so.
So
So all I can say is that people who have to retake the LSAT is okay because this gonna be my third time, and pray to God I don't have to take it again. But I feel like retaking it now is like better for myself because it's just like I'm not as frustrated and I'm not as upset and I'm not as hurt by continuously retaking it.
So I'm about to read you these comments and it's gonna blow your mind because I knew God told me for a reason to bring you up here. I didn't know what to read. I'm about to cry right now because it's literally girl. And this is from Shayma from Florida. I'm gonna put her thing up there as I read it. Girl, I got a 145 or a 147 and went to law school with a partial scholarship. Keep pushing. Same girl from Shanta Scott Sykes. Girl, apply this time. Same shame. I was scared to apply. Just apply. Your application is more than just your LSAT score. Then we got from Yakima. I'm about to cry, y'all, for real. Y'all really got me booing. Yakima said, don't focus on the LSAT number. There are so many other factors. And then Shanta Sky said, came back and said, look, I took it twice and applied, and I wasn't taking it again, so I applied. And then Brianna said, same shame. I was scared to apply. Just apply. Your application is more than this. So I had to go back and say that because what I tell y'all all the time. Shayma,
Apply.
and then Shayma came back and said, same Shayma. I was scared to apply. Yes. Like literally. And Jonisha said, same. I took it twice, didn't even apply the first time. The second time I took a course to help and it didn't increase by much. And I applied to 3 schools and got into 2. And that's from Jonisha Sterling, girl. And she is literally saying, Patricia says, agree. The schools look at so many factors. Apply. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I'm over here boohooing y'all, because I don't even tell people my score. But y'all, I got into law school with a 143 and a more than half scholarship. And they took my scholarship away my first year because I almost flunked out of law school. I never take that exam again. I only took it once. If you don't apply to this school, Micah, I know something. It's for you. It's for you. It's for you.
Y'all make me like so happy and
For
emotional.
you, girl.
But I'm definitely gonna apply.
It's for you. This was definitely what God was. He just said, Nina, you're gonna have to cry it out today. So we cried it out. I'm gonna do it with you, girl, because y'all my little babies. Okay, like I feel like I done watched y'all grow and flourish into something, and it's really beautiful for me because I didn't have this. Like I had people like not trying to give me, outlines that wouldn't help me. My mentor was just being, rude to me in law school. It was hard. And I just want to talk to you about this feeling, right? Nina, we have that in common. I almost lost my partial scholarship as well from Shanta Sykes. Brianna says, you're not in Houston for no reason. If we can do it, so can you. Like, if we can do it, so can you. So can you. Like you are literally the person. Like I was just pushing me. I refuse to let you quit because you try to quit on me from this talk and just something. I refuse. Like God said, don't let her quit. Don't let her quit. Don't let her quit. I just listen. I'm spirit led, not people led. And I literally was just like, he said, don't let her quit. Like it's gonna be real hard for her to stay, but just keep telling her to come on and talk to these lawyers so that she can get the inspiration that she needs to apply. Because I don't know what it was you needed, but I know that you needed this. So the other
Yeah,
part
I definitely did.
is the journey. What has been hard to you about the journey that you've been taking? Why has it been so hard for you? Help us understand so that we can. Patricia said, I'm gonna put this on the screen for real. Attorney Micah McDuff apply. So she and I already told
Oh,
you where you at. So Patricia said, attorney, this coming from attorney Patricia. She said, attorney Micah McDuff apply. I'm trying to get y'all hyped because I needed a headliner for Sonia that would and really make y'all think because Sonia develops future trademark lawyers, y'all. So I wanted to put somebody in front of Sonia that was gonna help y'all get real emotional and prepared because Sonia just needs a lot of love for her talk because she literally is going through a rough time and she'll tell you or what she's gone through, but like she's literally going through heck right now, trying to stay on top of it because she lost someone very important to her right before this event even started like 2 weeks ago. So I needed y'all to be in a mood of giving before Sonya came on. So you got a support system from me from now on. Melody L said that you have a support system from her from now on, and she's in Houston, girl. So you got this.
Oh,
So
okay.
so
I'm definitely gonna have to reach out to her. I can't see anything, but I'm gonna log on to try to see everything.
like literally, like we might have had tech issues, but you here. So talk about this journey because a lot of us haven't been there in so long, but we know that these people are struggling, but we don't know how to reach back effectively. So tell us what you struggle with so that we as lawyers can be better at reaching back and maybe even inspire you to go into trademark law. Like tell us how to help you be better prepared for your journey. And then before you speak, Sisha, I think I got that right this time, the nickname. You can do this. Like others have said, your application is more than just a score. Yes, I did it. Yes. Anyways, I got the name right because I was like, man, I'm gonna mess this name up. You're not gonna have me on the internet butchering people's names. That's something that I just don't like. So I have to do it right. So tell us how we can help you. People like you exist all the time. And I was in this chat with my Alabama alumni people, and I'm gonna call them out because they weren't very nice to me. And I was posting about my Dear Future Lawyer book, and one girl in particular said, "We don't need to know how to get into law school. We already know." And it was so presumptuous of her to think that we literally don't supposed to reach back and help. It was so undercutting everything that I put out there, and it really kind of defeated me and like thinking that people actually wanted to go back and help future generations of lawyers. But I said, I'm gonna do it anyways. And I created my own group. And now I got 400 people that are all minority in a group together because bump that girl. So tell us how we can help you and create resources for you and people like you that will be helpful, because a lot of us think we helping, but we not really helping. We like, oh yeah, I charge you $5.99, but such and such and such and such. So what could we do to help you?
Okay, well, for starters, they always be trying to charge that $5.99, and I don't like that because just like, cause I just honestly feel like I am like super faith based. Everything that I do is just off God, off the rip. So I literally feel like if you are somewhere and somebody is trying to get to the level that you want, and like if you are good at what you do, like you will not miss a blessing by reaching back. Like you will not miss anything by trying to help me get to where you are. Like if anything, like I'm looking at you like, oh my goodness, like they doing so good. Like I admire them or I wanna be like them. But most people are not like that. Most people are not just when I say help to me, like when I most of the times like I've approached like different lawyers to help, and I would say like most of them are most of them are like kind of like with the conversation, but it's only been like two who like let me. One of them, his name is like Brennan Dunn, and he let me like shadow him around, follow him around, talk to him, ask him questions, different things like that. And then it was another alum from my school who literally let me do the same thing. Like I told her I would come in and volunteer for free and do all the type of stuff like that. So I feel like those were the only people who helped me. But I've reached out to different lawyers in like different segments, and like it just hasn't been the same. Like I understand people are busy, but I also feel like everybody wants you to book a consultation. Like I reached out to this one lady because she was doing something super dope down here in Houston, and she was like, well, you have to book a consultation. And I'm like, to volunteer, like to help, like I want to help you for free. I want to exchange time for no money. And it was kind of like a slap in my face because I felt like, dang, in my mind I'm looking at you like a powerful black woman, and you looking at me like, if you're not booking a consultation, it's no way that I can help you. So it kind of really hurt. And I honestly think like the best way that lawyers could help give back is literally just like being there, like no lie, like it's literally just being there. Like I'm the type person, like I offer you to take someone to lunch, or offer my time. So I just ask that, like when somebody does that or when they do reach out, that y'all be more receptive to just like take it in, because we don't really know. Like I don't know, like I come first generation everything. Like first generation business owner, first generation college graduation, about to get my master's, like, and I will, like y'all said, first generation lawyer. So I'm doing the first of everything, so I don't know what to do, and I still am really kind of like on a road that's waving, but like my faith is holding me together, but I know that it's people out here that can help hold me too. So I just would appreciate, and I'm sure others will appreciate, for y'all to just like kind of like, you created a space that is really good, and I think that is a lot of people in there who don't mind helping, but for like lawyers just who don't, I guess they don't know how to help or don't have time to help, like sometimes it's like a little bit more in the conversations. Like right now I'm literally like in the application process, so I want to know, like, I need help with a personal statement, like, because I'm not like, I'm a writer, but I want to be a stronger writer. Like I can write good, but I need help with my personal statement, or I want to come spend a day with you to see what it's like, or just different type of things, or like ask you questions, like, or even me, like I'm a personal person, so I'm gonna ask you questions about your family. Like you don't have to tell me, but I feel like it's a way to get to know someone, to so that they know that you want more than something from them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of pretty much how I feel about the situation. It's bugs out here, but that's really it. And I honestly feel like the space you created has helped me, because it makes me more willing to tell my story, more willing to tell my story. And there's also women in there that's willing to help, like offer resources, or offer like they time, or even respond. So I kind of just think we just need more of a, like, just realizing like black lawyers are not the elite right now. So it's like I'm trying to get be a part of it, and it's like it's hard, because it's like people literally don't want to help you. And like you said, like I honestly think that sometimes it is based off looks, and based off how you are. And like me, like I don't come from the best background, but I'm making the best background for the best forward for myself. So it's like you can't expect a lot. I don't know. You just can't expect me to look a certain way or talk a certain way, because that's why I'm coming to you, so you can help me. So that's pretty much all I have to say on that.
I literally knew you were supposed to talk to these lawyers today to let them know what you need, because we lose touch sometime from passing the bar to going through all the ish we go through. We forgot. We forget. And I think that everyone needed a refresher, a reminder of this particular thing, because when you understand that as a potential inspirational leader, that there are people literally, they don't know how to be professional, they don't know, and if you can't
No.
show them grace to teach them, then you shouldn't be talking about I mentor young people, because at the end of the day they don't always know how to approach you, they don't know how to be exactly on point, but you can coach them up and train them up in a way that they will learn, so they will never depart. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I always look. And you can ask Micah how many times me and her had our hard conversation about today. Like you can ask her. You can be constructively critical of them so they can get better. But what you can't do
Yes.
is shut them down and eliminate them for the rest of your life, because you're missing out on people. Did you hear how she said she want to work for free? Y'all know how many people out here in this chat alone probably need some help doing some regular virtual assistant stuff, that you literally could call someone like Micah, someone like any who really want to work. They really do want to
Hmm.
learn. They really do want a chance to show that they have value, but they've never been in a situation where they could perform and meet expectations for someone, because they don't know what you need. And you not being able to communicate that to a leader reflects on you and not them. And that takes some humbling. It's some humbling that has to happen and occur there. And if you're in that group, you know that we don't do no paid resources there. So ain't no, oh, you can pay me for it. No, if y'all want to do that, y'all handle that in the DM. In the group, you only, I repeat, only provide free resources, because the thing is, there's enough groups out there where people are like, pay for this event, pay for this event. Like, no paid events, no paid resources, no nothing. It's all free. Don't drop it in there. Don't say that you'll help them if you're not willing to also help them in a meaningful way. So this is the crazy
Yeah.
part. You've heard about Trademark from us and been able to like look at the stuff that we've been doing and look at the conference. And you definitely need to go back and listen to Takora's story from yesterday, our keynote at the 2 o'clock speaker from Friday. So I'll send you the direct link for that so you can go back and review it. But
Okay.
talk about the trademark process. What does this even mean to you? Like, how did you learn about it? What do you know about it? Because what you don't know can help us figure out, if we're teaching courses and things like that, how to better teach you so you're not struggling out of law school or in law school. Because I know I taught a girl literally via text message all the trademark law. So how can we help in that area, like so that you can be a better understanding of trademark?
I can't. Can y'all just pray for me? I'm still doing the video.
Y'all,
Please
we
pray for
good.
me too.
We having a
Okay.
praise break at the church. They're
I'm
trying to
sorry,
pray for
guys.
her, y'all. They just trying to pray for her. All right, come back.
Eh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mute the room.
That's
I muted
okay,
the wrong
girl.
thing.
We know that
Apologize.
they trying to pray for you at church. That's all. That's all we know. That's it. That's all. So tell us about, like trademark and what we can do to help you better understand it. Like, what do you know? What do you not know? And what do you wish you knew about trademark law? And then what could it mean to you? Does it mean something to you as a young lawyer, seeing all these people, like 100+ people registered for this event? Does that mean something good to you? Does that mean that like you could do this, or do you see yourself doing it?
Yes, so I honestly, my understanding of trademark is like trademark law is literally minimum. Like I don't really know that much, but I've had my first interaction with trademark because so I have a small business. I just sell like luxury candles and things like that. So I had to get like my logo trademark and my name trademark. So that was kind of like my first interaction with like realizing that like trademark can help me like now versus in the future if anyone try to like take my brand or like something that I work hard for. So I feel like it's important, and it's important for me because like I don't I, I feel hello.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Keep talking. Your audio's coming
Oh,
in
I'm sorry.
perfect.
Okay, so I feel like it's important for me because like I've worked hard for my business. Like I worked extremely hard for everything that I'm trying to put into it. So to like go through a process so that it's protected forever, I feel like that's important to me. And I feel like my kids will appreciate that. But I feel like more things that I would want to know about trademark is kind of just like the process or like what is the background to it. Like, and I also like learning about it versus like the research or like the I had went somewhere and it was a attorney talking about it and looking at the PowerPoint and stuff. Like I'm really interested in it because I've always been interested in criminal law. Like my my ideal is to be a district attorney. Like I want to do that, but I also like trademark law. I know like they don't go hand in hand, but I
Do
feel like you can
actually.
make anything work for yourself. So but
Yeah.
I just like the fact, like I like how you are just like a trademark lawyer and you are like full of information, like and full of resources, like and super bubbly and like really good at what you do and really knowledgeable at what you do. So I like that, and I like that if I would appreciate if more people were like that. Like I know like this is how y'all make a living, this is how y'all get paid, but it's okay to give it's okay to give gems that are worthy of like helping people that don't really, take from your process or take from something that you have to do. So I think that is like the most that I think that people who in the trademark attorneys, like I think that'll be helpful because a lot of people don't know about business stuff. And I feel like nowadays, like a lot of people are trying to become business owners and be self-sufficient and do things like that. So I feel like the trademark stuff is really important, like just knowing more about it. So I will also about it, like, just outside of before I go to law school, so that I don't go into law school like not knowing anything. And I feel like that's also been one of my biggest things. Like I always ask attorneys, like, if I was to go to law school tomorrow, like what are like the top 5 things you could share with me? So I think that
Mm,
helps a lot too.
that's good. And I guess the better question
Hey,
for you.
did you get your keychain?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Y'all, we got the church. We got the church interlude, y'all. Just y'all got you got to acknowledge all the church folks. You can't be ignoring church folks. She said that she be guarding with the older ladies at church, y'all. Y'all know that they gotta be seen and heard. So they go, what you need, baby? What you need? You need this? I got you. And you can't ignore them because they gonna keep on asking, huh? What'd you say? All right. So we're gonna wrap up so that you can get back to the church ladies and gardening. So I only have
I'm so sorry. I
that's
do
okay.
apologize, and I thank y'all so much for bearing with me. And
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the live, and I'm gonna see everything. And
Yes,
if
ma'am.
anybody want to help me through my process, I
Look,
appreciate that.
that's what I'm about to ask you. So I need you to leave them with one more, positive thing to say or something, that you say or you want to challenge them to do for future lawyers that want to enter the field, and what you would challenge these lawyers here that I got with me to do for other lawyers like you. Because you're gonna be a lawyer one day. So what do you want to give them a challenge? So give them a challenge for why they're here today, what they can do for other people to make them effective. And Micah is in my
Um,
group. So y'all, if y'all just join the group me, y'all can reach out to Micah directly.
oh my God, I'm gonna scoot over. So I honestly would say it's 365 days in a year. It's 12 months, and I like my challenge would be for like the lawyers here is to like take. It's a lot of people in there too. Just take two mentees and truly just help them, like literally, like just help them. Like I know, like we could be annoying. Well, I'm annoying because I just want to know. Like I really just want to be full of information. So, and when I mean help them, like if I'm taking an LSAT in June, I mean like check on me weekly or like see how I'm doing or like different things like that. Like maybe even take a day that you're not busy or a weekend and just like spend an hour on the phone with me, or if they need help with their personal or doing things of that nature. So it's literally just Miss Ruth, I'm trying to open the trunk for you. Yeah, that was me. And just literally full blown helping them, because like give them the help that you wish you had when you was a kid. Not like even be a lawyer, but literally just as a kid. Like when I was a kid, like I really just needed help like with all type of stuff. So I know like when I become a lawyer, like even now, like I always try to help like I always just try to help. Number one challenge is to literally just be a helping hand in whichever way that someone could need it. Because a lot of times, like me personally, like I don't really need the financial help no more. Like I literally just need the sanity help, like somebody who I can vent to about how the law school process is a lot, because my family don't know. They think everything easy. Oh girl, you did this, you did that, you could do it. But I really sometimes I feel like I can't. So that would be that would be help. No, it's in Spanish. So that would be helpful. And I also another thing that I think would be extremely helpful is to like I don't know, it's kind of like mostly just the time, because time is a lot. So if you could just give a future lawyer like your time, I feel like that'll go a long way. That'll go just an extremely long way. And if whoever you meet, you can tell that they will tell you exactly what they need, because most people are pretty vocal about what their needs are. And some encouragement that I would say is that y'all are doing a very good job, and continue to lead by just being y'all, because there's a lot of people that look up to y'all. Like, I noticed that somebody in the group chat, I follow them on Twitter, and I think she's like a news anchor. So I watch her from a distance, and then I just so happened to look in the Facebook messages, and her name was there. So it's just like you never really know who's watching you. So you just like how they say, like, always misbehave. It's just like we're watching, like, and I wear glasses, so I'm always watching. Always watching, like, 'cause I'm really not the most professional. Like, I literally come from like the west side of Chicago. Like, I'm trying to do everything to be the best lawyer ever. So I'm not the most professional. Like, I'm not the most poised. Like, but I try. Like, literally, like, I over try. So I feel like also when there's someone who's trying, you got to be patient with them, because a lot of future lawyers, like, we don't really know. So we will appreciate it if you all were just patient with us and accept us trying. Like, I want my vocabulary to be better. Like, a lawyer who helps me with that, stops me from saying like all the time, or make me learn a new word every week. So it's just like different things like that. Like, truly, like, honestly, like, from the bottom of my heart, as I stand in front of this church, that is literally what people like me need.
Praise him. Yes, well, that's really it, Michael. I'm not gonna hold you no more, girl, but I really appreciate you. And how can they get in contact with you if they want to reach out on Instagram, on email? What's the easiest way for them to get out to you? And I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, so my personal Instagram is underscore dance with Molly. I know. See, that's what I'm saying. If I had a future a lawyer to help me, I would know that that's very unprofessional. But it is literally underscore DANCEWITHMOLLY. And my regular one, well, my business one, which I'm a little bit more active and a lot bit more professional, is at Making Things Marvelous. Like, so those are the definitely two ways y'all could reach me on Instagram, or she can drop my email, because I'm always checking my email. So,
What's your email? Say it for the people.
Micah, MICAH dot McDuff, MCDUFF 19 at gmail.com.
All right, so y'all got
A little
Micah
bit more.
email. Y'all can email her, and I literally dropped her email in the chat. Michael, we appreciate you. We're gonna literally just kind of wrap up and just kind of talk about all of the feedback that we have for you after this. But it looks like, oh wait, yours is Molly. I wrote it wrong. It's Dance with Molly. I wrote the wrong thing. My bad. At underscore
Yes,
Dance with
underscore
Molly.
dance
It
with
was it
Molly.
was it was the accent. My bad. My bad.
Mhm.
But it's good when we got lawyers, because they're gonna get me right. So it's actually Dance with Molly, not Molly, but otherwise same beginning, y'all. So it's Dance with Molly. Thanks for getting me all the way together. She's a sharp girl, because I promise you, I'll be losing it. Anything that you want to say to Sonia before you leave? Because Sonia's the other workshop master. Otherwise, I'm gonna hit the stop.
No, I really appreciate everything you're doing, and thank you so much. And I'm really sorry for your loss, and I will definitely be praying for you. And I know you're here in Houston. I think that's what she said.
No.
So,
Sonia's in California. The other girl is in Houston.
oh,
So she will be
I was
there
trying to
to connect you. But Sonia, she did lose someone. Yeah.
Just turn your boat off. Oh,
Yeah. Yes. But Sonia, it's Sonia.
she's running me right now, so
You're
I'm
good.
gonna have to turn
It's okay. Bye, girl. See you later. Bye, Grandma. Thank you for letting me borrow her.
Okay, thank y'all so much, and I appreciate it.
All right. Hitting
Okay,
stop.
bye, you guys.
All right. All right, so guys, I hope that you guys got a lot of insights out of that. It's technology don't always work the way we want it to work, but look, we all made it work anyways. Y'all just think, you know, my wonderful person. I'm just gonna keep giving credit to Wei Ling, man. She just streamed her in from a whole other software and literally made it easy because we couldn't get everything working on her end because there's just so many things not going right, and it's okay because we can still make it through. So y'all might have heard the church folks asking questions. Y'all might have, but look, this is all this really is about. It's about putting people in a position to win, putting people in a position to win. So if y'all saw this girl and y'all were like, dang, I just need to pour in her. She's in Houston. Let me go. Look, join the group. I linked the group above in the chat so you can literally click it directly. But if you want the resources and access to all the things that I give the girls and you want to add anything to this free resource list, send it to me, okay? It's just NinaTheLastBrand@gmail.com. I'll put the email in here so you guys can send it to us, and we will happily add whatever resources you want to provide to the future lawyers here. I don't get any monetary benefit off of this group, so please don't think that you are putting anything in my pocket or taking anything from your pocket by putting your resource in there. It literally just helps girls. I share it to every girl, every person I can that needs this type of resource in her life because it's literally a gold mine. I wish I had these outlines and all these other things. So if you got outlines to share, if you got anything, I'm trying to make a very global whole resource center for them so they can literally log in and have access to everything because I was just so frustrated in law school that I had to fight for all this stuff. Weren't you guys frustrated? It was just some people just really wouldn't help you. And like you're like, why? Like I'm struggling just like you're struggling. So I hope that you guys enjoyed Micah, and I have really enjoyed pushing her to come because I just knew she had some stuff that you guys can not only relate to, but speak life into it. So like literally join the group, click that bit.ly link. If there is a resource that you want to provide, please, dear God, provide it. Akeisha Anderson, she's in the group. She was a former admissions counselor, and she literally offered free like one-to-one mentoring, and she has her whole Akeisha Anderson like academy where she helps people in law and like literally helps these girls for free. I've had people from Clubhouse offer to help literally give them like counseling and like stress and burnout fatigue counseling literally for free because there are so many girls that need help and you guys just don't know because you don't ask. I literally did not go to different people's group meets and get these girls. I literally went on LinkedIn, looked for minority women in law and said, hey, do you want to join my group? Hey, do you want to join my group? And this is the group that formed, okay? Like I did the work, and that's why I don't usually let people put self-promotional posts in that group because that's not what this is about. This ain't a follow me for follow type group. This is a resource group. This is a job center. This is a success provider. So if you ain't trying to provide success, jobs, information to help them win, I really don't care about following you on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Y'all can do that in the DMs, okay? But the group is a resource center. Every time they log in, I want them to have access to another event, another job opportunity, another success opportunity, another opportunity to ask questions of things that they have issues with and get answers, and not paid answers, but actual answers. So if that's something that you are passionate about, join the group, answer every question up in there. Follow all the group calendar rules. They will all be done it because somebody told me I do group me a whole different way because the calendar got the rules. The calendar got all the things that you need to follow in there. So every single group activity to make you a better person, right? It's not just for girls interested in law. There's girls in law that still don't do what I asked them to do. The first thing in the group is changing your name to the 5-word statement of what it is that you were struggling with. And then we use that wording, those phrases of the things that you're either insecure about or struggling with to connect with one another that's having the same issues. But we use affirmation techniques to actually take our power back. So what do other people who also struggled with the same thing once upon a time have to say to themselves to be able to motivate themselves? And that is the way that they got into the group. And they did not like me. And they definitely didn't like me saying it was the Law Sister Circle. We even had some fights in there, not like real ones, but like people not happy with my name. I was like, look, it's already trademarked. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you can leave. Like I am very, very, you will see, I literally watch and monitor that group. There are no bots in there. It is just me. So I go through every link you post, anything you post in there, it better be free. It better not be a paywall in there at all. If you want to promote your products, we go live with the girls, and during the go live session, you can talk about your products there if you want to have paid products and promote them. But I do not let you put that in the group me, because remember when you guys get in group me and people are always trying to sell you something, and after a while you start knowing that person, hey, they're always trying to sell me something. That's what I wanted to avoid. I hated that in groups, because then it's not being done evenly, and then people are getting upset because they can't promote their stuff too, and it's just unnecessary, and it becomes a bunch of irrelevant stuff being posted. So that's why we created the group. That's why that group exists. And if you are a minority woman in law, it is for you. It's not for anybody else. And man, I would encourage you, if you are inspired by a group like that, for you to create one. But you need to have somebody who will hold y'all accountable. Like, I hold the girls accountable. Everybody in that group, they can come to me and ask for my help. But if they're ever slipping, okay, if they ever not doing something that's going to make them better, I'm always going to hold somebody accountable. So man, if you need me to do that for you, I will happily do it. I'm definitely good at that. But please be prepared for me to hold you accountable. No irrelevant stuff, no talking about women inappropriately. Like, this is one of those things. So that's why I said I think you guys should have a man in y'all's life to do that same thing for you. So I hope that that inspires other men to go do that for other men. But please create environments like that where y'all can go and be okay. Okay, because this is called a safe space for a reason. We take our armor off in there. We literally complain about the things that we need so that we can vent and not be like, well, let me tell you why you're wrong. Look, it's not that type of space. It's not that type of space. And I don't let derogatory commentary, I don't let bullying, cyberbullying, I don't stand for any of that happen in the group. So if it happens, you let me know and they'll be kicked out immediately. That's how I feel. And that's what I think more people should do. If you're going to have a space, you should curate the space and protect it so that it doesn't get bogged down with irrelevant stuff or people posting about stuff that's not going to help these girls. So that's all I got to say about that. I'll see y'all in Sonia's room in a few minutes. Bye, guys. Oh, CLE code. Put the CLE code up, and then Sonia's coming on. I'm over here rushing on time. So we going on real quick.